This is another project-based news analysis, the Rambeau Report for my people. As we produce this show, we note that the Chrysler Corporation is in bankruptcy and the GM Corporation is pending bankruptcy. Both of these are signs of severe economic dislocation, not only for the workers in the plant, but for the small businesses that depend on the workers, as well as the dealers, the automobile dealers and suppliers around the country. And slowly but surely, the effects of both of these bankruptcies are roiling through the community. And it won't be simply here in Michigan, it will be nationwide. And we don't know the full effect of this, and won't know, frankly, for another 6 months, the full effect of these two bankruptcies, which are severe, not merely in terms of the downturn of the economy, in terms of the purchase of fewer cars, but now the wide-scale unemployment, the loss of pensions and health care, and other corollary negative effects that are occurring. Now, what is often talked about is the unemployment rate hitting a double-digit figure here in Michigan, above 10% of the workforce. But then they also go into a segmented analysis of the unemployment rate. They indicate that is studies, research studies, governmental studies, indicate that the unemployment rate for college graduates is around 5%, and that the unemployment rate for women is just over 7%. But then they get into the unemployment rate for blacks, particularly black males. And what they figured at in terms of their methodology is that it is currently at 23%. Other studies have indicated that the black unemployment, the real black unemployment rate, when you include part-time workers, those who would like to work full-time, as well as those who are unemployed and those who have given up looking for work, that the real unemployment rate within the black community is 50 to 60%. Now, in the Great Depression in 29 to 39, the unemployment rate for America, across America, was 25%. So you know that black unemployment in this area, and for that matter around the country, particularly in urban areas, is substantially higher than that. But that is not often talked about. So that we must understand that when GM and Chrysler continue in their bankruptcy and reorganization, that this will have a massive effect, a catastrophic effect on black unemployment and the black economic condition in our urban communities. Not only that, it is suggested or hinted at that GM may even be considering moving out of Detroit to Warren. And then when we look at what undergirds that, it is indicated that the millage in Detroit is roughly 80-85 mills, and in Warren it's 50 to 55 mills. So that there is a staggering differential in the millage or taxes. And that there are other indices of financial unbalance or inequality between suburbs and the city of Detroit. And this also includes things like insurance rates and the cost of credit. And what our leaders have not dealt with is a cultural, urban, or racial analysis of this, and what we should be doing as a community to deal with it. Because clearly it is falling much more heavily on black people, black men, black women, and children. And unless we address this in terms of our own community and cultural interests, We will never have a sound understanding of what is going on and what we should be doing about it and what we should be asking politicians and elected officials to do about it, and why we should not believe and not rely on the data, the research, or the analysis of others. We should have our own analysis based on our own condition and put that in the mix based on our own needs. Because unless we deal with ourselves first and have an internal analysis, moving from ourselves to others across the world, across the city, the state, the nation, and the world, we will never understand our true condition, and we will never ever be able to adequately describe or research or develop solutions. This has been another Project Bait News Analysis, the Rambeau Report, for my people. If you want more information about Project Bait, access our website at projectbait.blackgold.net.
I'm Mark Wells, writer of the feature article Negritude Theater in Brazil in the Urban Theater magazine, now available from Project Bait.
I'm Cedric Hendricks, a Washington correspondent for Project Bait. I'm here to encourage all of my colleagues in the journalism community to give your time and attention to what's going on in the fight against genocide around the world. In particular, in Sudan, we see thousands and thousands of African men and women dying each day. We need to give them our attention. They need humanitarian support. They need political support. We need to get our government to take a more active role in encouraging the Sudanese government to stop the genocide, to provide food, nourishment, clothing, shelter to those who are suffering. And then we need to put our own dollars into that effort as well. Africa is our homeland. We need to pay more attention to it and not sit back and idly allow our ancestors and our African brothers and sisters to die. So again, for myself and my family, I encourage you and your family and our colleagues in this industry to focus on genocide. It's an important struggle and we can make a difference.
Little Rock Baptist Church is the going church for the coming Christ. You want to find out more about services which are held every Sunday at 11 a.m., call 313-872-2900.
Customer receipts, payroll, inventory, mailing label, tax reports. I've got computers, but my business still isn't organized. What can I do? You need the Office Assistant billing and bookkeeping software. Bring your business into the 21st century. Call Electronic Services 313-341-1821. That's 313-341-1821.